Another one.
How's it going, guys? William here, and I'm back finally. It's been a long old hiatus, but we're back for some more another one-up action. And today I'm starting something I'm excited for. It's my Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Waterlocke. This is going to be a variation of the very popular Nuzlocke challenge. Now, if you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, don't worry, because I'm going to get you up to speed with the rules. Rule number 1 is I can only capture the first Pokemon I encounter on any route. If I fail to capture the first Pokemon I encounter, then that's it. I do not get to capture another on that route. It's first or none. Now, where the Waterlocke differs is there isn't going to be a Water-type Pokemon available on every route, making it much more challenging. Now, the change I'm going to make to the rule set for this is that I'm only counting the first viable encounter, which means the first time I encounter a Water-type on a route. But as soon as I encounter a Water-type, that's my encounter. If I fail to catch it, I have to move on and forget about that route. So, concisely, there won't be a Water Pokemon on every route, but on routes that there is one, I'm allowed to continue encountering until my first encounter with a Water-type. Rule number 2, any Pokemon that faints is considered dead and must be released or permanently boxed, never to be used again. If my whole team faints, it's considered game over. The variation I'm making is that any fainted Pokemon are going to be placed in the RIP trade box. Now, the RIP trade box, or RIP trade box, is something special I'm doing where at the end of the run, successful or not, I'm going to trade away fainted Pokemon to random viewers who have commented RIP trade me on any video throughout the run. So the more videos you comment RIP trade me on, the more chances you'll have of being selected randomly to receive one of our buddies at the end of the run. Rule 3, all Pokemon must be nicknamed. Now, this is to build a stronger bond with my Pokemon and make me really care about my team as the journey progresses. Because you have to be so careful in a Nuzlocke to not lose Pokemon, because you're dealing with a limited amount. You can't just catch anybody you want. I specifically can't just catch anybody I want because I'm exclusively going to be using water types. So we'll nickname everybody, we'll make friends with everybody, and hopefully we'll keep as many of them around as possible. Now, there's some additional clauses I'm putting in place. The first one being I'm going to be allowed to use 2 healing items per battle. So that's potions, full heals. Because I'm going to be capturing so fewer Pokemon, I feel like that's a nice way to balance it. Because there's going to be less opportunity for me to switch out. There's going to be less... I'm just going to end up catching significantly less Pokemon. So the healing items I feel like are a fair trade-off for that. Dupes clause, which means if I encounter a Pokemon I have already caught as my first encounter at any stage of its evolutionary line, I may get another encounter. So say for instance I capture a Wingull on route 3 and then I encounter a Wingull again on route 4, I can continue until I find another water type, if there's another water type on that route. If there isn't, I can't catch another Wingull. But it's just going to keep it more varied than just ending up with a team full of Wingulls. And the final one is shiny clause. Now, that means if by some miracle I run into a shiny Pokemon, water type or not, I will be able to catch that Pokemon. I won't be able to use it in the run, but I will box it, probably put it in Pokemon Bank to go with the very few shiny Pokemon I have collected over my 20 years of playing. So those are all the rules. Hopefully you've got a good idea of what we're doing with that. So just to run over it again, this is going to be an entirely water type Pokemon run. As long as they have the water typing, I can use them. So we're going to be looking for some good secondary typings in there too, just to give us a bit more depth. But with that said, let's get going. You've got no idea how excited I am for this. I'm probably not going to read through all of the dialogue as we play, but I will leave enough time for everybody to read it. I'm sure most people will have already seen it all. Everybody knows how Pokemon goes, right? Oh, look at that cute little Azuro. See, Azuro would be great for our team. Azuro's a water. Oh, it might just be fairy, you know. That might have changed in in X and Y. It may just be Fairy, which means I wouldn't be able to catch it. I'd be able to catch a Marill. I just don't know if Azurill retains Water type anymore. I'm really excited to do this though. I had some issues setting the capture card up, but now that it's here, I'm definitely going to be focusing a lot on Pokemon content. This isn't going to be a one-off. This isn't going to be a one-off series and done. I'm definitely going to be going in the Pokemon direction, because anybody that knows me will tell you that Pokemon is what I know and what I know best. I've been playing for 20 years constantly. I can't ever think of a time really where I wasn't playing a Pokemon game over that time. I'm always in the middle of a run. I'm currently doing a Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke in my personal time. So we're going to be playing as a boy, and our name is going to be Wade, because that's water themed. So meet our main character, Wade. Yes, I am Wade. I'm that Wade. So we're moving to Little Root Town. As is the norm in Pokemon, we're going to probably end up not being there for very long. Packed off on an adventure by our mum, who's a fairly irresponsible parent. But we'll talk about that more in a second. Parents in Pokemon are very strange, very, very strange. I'm so excited to take my first few steps. You have no idea how good that feels. Because, as I said, this is just content I never thought I'd be able to bring. I've been playing Pokemon Sun and Moon quite often. That's the 3DS game I've been playing for a long time now. So I'm going to have to get used to the movement again in Alpha Sapphire, because the plane of movement is very different in games previous to Alpha Sapphire, to Sun and Moon even. Wade, you're here at last. Wasn't it tough riding in the back of that bumpy moving truck all the way? Well, this is Little Root Town. What do you think? This is going to be our new home. It has a quaint feel, but I think it should be a nice place to live, don't you think? And you get your own room this time, Wade. Come on, you have to see the inside. This will probably be one of 2 times I ever see the inside of this house, and then I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be gone, off on a Pokemon adventure, only capturing water types, hopefully not getting murdered 20 minutes into the run. Yeah, so meet our mum and the wonderful Machoke, who have been helping her move in. They've been doing a great job. I don't know how she got here, but I apparently had to ride in the back of the moving truck, which I suppose as a kid wouldn't be too bad. Like, I think as a kid that would be a cool thing to do. Again, don't think my parents would have done that. I didn't have the most responsible parents in the world, but they're more responsible than they were slightly more responsible than Pokemon parents. So we've got to set our clock. I don't think the time on my 3DS is correct, so whatever time it says here, we'll just pretend that's the correct time. Not going to make any difference at all. Yeah, definitely not. It's definitely not 12 minutes past 2. How do you like your new room, Wade? Good, everything's put away neatly. They finished moving everything downstairs too. It really is so nice to have Pokemon around to help us. Oh, but you should make sure everything's all there on your desk. It looks all there. I'm just gonna assume it is all there. We've got a Wii U that's now obsolete. An awesome Snorlax cushion that I would love to have in real life. I don't even know if they exist. Probably could find one on Etsy, made by some hipster somewhere. Oh, Wade, come quickly. Bossy, I've had to do a lot of things since I've been here. We've got a dad in this game. That's amazing, isn't it? A dad in a Pokemon game is something. So I am adamant all Pokemon games must be set in South London, because nobody's got a dad. No one's got a dad in Pokemon, apart from in this one. So this one might be set in like Kent or something, where people actually have dads. I mean, everybody's got a dad, but yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. So we've got to go and introduce ourselves to Professor Birch, who lives next door, because that's a normal thing for your parents to do. Go next door, meet someone. We didn't knock, we just walked in. Video game logic. Yep, next door neighbour. We have a daughter about the same age as you. She's been so excited about making a new friend. She should be in her room upstairs. I hope you'll go and introduce herself. Now that's weird too. I've just walked into the neighbour's house and they've said, yeah, my daughter's upstairs. You can just go up to her bedroom. Don't know what she's doing up there. She could be doing anything. You go up. You head on up. Ah, but we love May though. She's cute. Spoiler alert, her name's May. Sorry. Oh, she's got a rubbish white Wii U. See, her bad parents. I've got a black Wii U. Far more hard drive space. She's got a white Wii U. No hard drive space. Parents don't love her. Who am I? I'm Wade. Hi. Oh, she's the cutest though. I am Wade, you're right. Hello, May. I think she might be my favourite rival throughout all of the games. With the maybe the rival from Gold and Silver. He's pretty cool. He's a damn thief, but he's pretty cool, you know. He's got quite good progression throughout his arc. But we love May all the same. We love her. Oh, she is off. She's gone to help her dad capture Pokemon out in the wild. Let's follow her. Let's follow her. Let's go help. We don't have a Pokemon, but what? Why not? I think I hear someone screaming up ahead. What should I do? What should we do? Somebody has to go help. Well, you're not going to be much help, are you, short stuff? Help me! So where... That's May's dad. May's genius dad getting chased around by that Poochyena. In my bag there are some Pokeballs. Yeah, there are. So this is the most exciting bit so far. We get to pick our starter Pokemon, and it's a no-brainer. It's a Waterlocke. So we're going with the Water-type Pokemon Mudkip, also one of the cutest Pokemon in existence. No doubt about it. Top 10 cutest Pokemon. Don't debate me on it. It's a fact. So here, it's our first Pokemon battle, guys. And we are facing a level 3 Poochyena. We're going to use Water Gun for that super stab power. It doesn't look like it's going to be a 2-hit KO. Which means we might be lacking a little bit in special attack. Which long term I'm fine with. Short term, not ideal. But we'll finish him off with a little tackle here. Victory. Just so everybody knows, if I was to lose that first battle, I would be the worst Pokemon player of all time. However, it wouldn't have been the end of the run, because a Nuzlocke doesn't actually start until you have Pokeballs, until you can capture a Pokemon. So if I'd lost that, I'd never have been able to live it down with myself, but it wouldn't have been the end of the run. This isn't the place for a chat. Come along to my lab. I can do that. Because I think maybe that's where you should stay, mate. This being out in the wild thing's not for you. Clearly. I mean, I'm not a Pokemon, but I feel like I can take a level 3 Poochyena. Oh, you don't know though, do you? So Wade, I've heard so much about you from your father, but he said you don't have your own Pokemon yet. If that's true, that was quite the performance back there. Looks like you really are your father's son. Oh yes, to say thanks for rescuing me out there, how about I give you that Pokemon you used earlier? Guys, we officially have our first Pokemon. We officially have Mudkip. While you're at it, why not give a nickname to that Mudkip? Definitely. So we have to nickname everybody. We're going to nickname Mudkip. We're going to nickname him Wardup. Because Wardup kind of sounds like water. And Mudkip and his entire evolutionary line are pretty derpy. So meet our female Mudkip, Wardup. It's pretty rare to get a female starter, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Our female starter Wardup. We are going to need to check what nature Wardup is, because we're going to need to see if she's any good. So he's asking us to head out and see May on Route 103, which I'm fine with. I know where that is. Played this game a million times. If you haven't, I'll show you where it is, guys. Don't worry. I'll be your tour guide through this until my entire team faints. I get wiped out. It's game over and I never forgive myself. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to head outside. We're going to... Oh, we need to change some settings. We need to change some settings. Now, the first thing we need to do is put text speed on fast. And the second thing we need to do is change battle style to set, which means we don't get a free switch in when we feint an opponent trainer's Pokemon. It means every switch we make counts as a turn in battle, and thus makes the game far more difficult. So we've changed those settings. The second thing we're going to do is we are going to check what nature our Warderp is. Our Warderp is a neutral nature. We don't have any stat increase, or it's a serious nature. Yeah, so no stat increase, no stat decrease. It's better than having than a bad nature. It's not as good as having a good one, obviously, because that's how things work. So neutral, I'm fine with that for our starter. I'm fine with that. Serious nature female Mudkip, named Warderp. Let's go. So we'll quickly get through. Oh, first encounter. Now this no, it wouldn't even count as our first encounter normally, because we don't have Pokeballs yet, so it doesn't matter. We're going to knock this Wurmple out and not look back, and not even look back. It's going to be really our special attack is not impressive, and I don't think our speed is either, so it's possible that we are going to be outsped by it. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, it's not ideal. This low special attack is not ideal early on in the game, but as you see Mudkip progress, you're going to know that he is going to be a beefcake. He's a she. She is going to be a beefcake. No doubt about it. And we've leveled up. We're level 6, so we're much better now. We've progression. See, look, we've got +2 attack. +1 special attack, but +2 attack. That's important. We don't have a stab physical water type move at the moment, though, so we're still going to be focusing on our special attack stat for that water gun. Oh. Hi there, I work at the Pokemart. From what I can see, you're a novice trainer, am I right? Okay. Being super kind-hearted as I am, I'm going to give you useful advice. I mean, if you tell me you're kind-hearted, I'm going to doubt it. First of all, there's a Pokemart there. Just look for our blue roof. We sell a variety of goods, including Pokeballs for catching Pokemon. That's what we need. That's what we need, guys. I'd like to give you these as part of a special promotion. We've got some potions. Gonna need those, because we are allowed to use them during battle. Just only two. 2 per battle. But we're definitely going to need those. Those are useful for a whole manner of things. This is the Pokemon Center. If you don't know what a Pokemon Center is, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure you... I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you're in the wrong place. Maybe... I'm kidding. If you don't know what a Pokemon Center is, where we heal up our Pokemon. We don't need that right now. Let's use it right now, because we did take a hit from that brutal monster of... Did we? No, we didn't. We just got string shot twice. I'm healing for no reason. Healing for no reason. Judge me. Judge me. Okay, so we're going to head on straight up. There's a bunch of people in there. We don't need to talk to them. They don't say anything interesting. Mostly just game tips that that I already know. And it's not important for anybody else to know. I mean, if you have a problem with me not talking to absolutely everybody, you leave that in the comments. And I'll start doing that, because I do as I'm told. So we found May. We found May. We've mission complete. She's looking at a puddle. Let's see. On Route 103, I found this Pokemon and this one too. Oh, hey, Wade. Oh, she's just the cutest. I love her. I love her. Yeah, your dad gave us a Pokemon. She wants to battle. Ah, super pose. Oh, she's just the cutest. I love her. That little bow. It's not a little bow. It's a massive bow. So, you might have noticed, May has a Trico. And Trico is a Grass-type Pokemon, which is very effective against our Water-type Warderp. And is going to get only more effective against us as we grow and evolve. So that's a bit terrifying. And he's going to be super effective against all of our Pokemon, because all of our Pokemon will be Water-type. So Trico is going to be terrifying throughout this run. But we just did a lot of damage. So, I mean, look at that. That's not even a stab tackle. I mean, we have got 1 level on Trico, but this beastin. Get out of here with your super effective Pokemon. Who cares? And we've leveled up again. We're level 7. We're just plowing through them. Plowing through them. 2 to the defense. Perfect. Get a bit of defense in there. But Trico is definitely going to provide far more of a threat as we progress. I'm not going to get confident and assume we're going to wipe Trico out like that every time, because it's going to start using grass type moves at some point, and that is a terrifying prospect. Really going to have to figure out how we're going to deal with him as we go on. I mean, you just got that Pokemon and you've already got a strong of a bond. Yeah, it's a super strong bond. Me and Mudkip, I gave him a nickname. If you nicknamed your Trico, you'd have a better bond too. I mean, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to live their life, but we are gonna. May wants us to head back with her, see our dad. So we're gonna do that because it's not all that far. I know we've only just got here, but we've already been to a different town. Parents are fine with it. 10 years old. Get out of the house. Go fight some monsters. But yeah, no. So just to address some changes to the channel, as I've said, there are the previous series I had going. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Stardew may occasionally make a return. I'm not sure. I genuinely think I'm probably going to run with Pokemon content for quite a while, because it's just so much. It's so much easier for me to produce because I love it so much. It doesn't feel like a chore, whereas I was getting to the point where I was playing games that I liked but not enjoying them, and you never want to do that. And that just won't be the case with Pokemon. So I'm definitely going to be focusing heavily on Pokemon. There's going to be top 10s on the channel, Pokemon themed top 10s, probably some non-Pokemon themed top 10s. There's going to be other content. It's not just going to be Let's Plays. The other content will be less often because it's far more of an editing process, but there will definitely be other content on the channel, from top 10s to quite a variation of things. But the constant will be Pokemon Let's Play content, such as Nuzlocke, Waterlocks. I've got some other ideas. I've got a co-op Nuzlocke coming soon with a friend I'm excited to introduce to you. So that's going to be coming soon. So we've just received our Pokedex, and we have officially been invited to start a Pokemon journey without my parents' consent. But I get the feeling she's going to be fine with it. May has given us some Pokeballs, so the Nuzlocke has officially started. I'm going to stop calling it a Nuzlocke. I'm going to start calling it a Waterlocke, because you guys know what I mean. So our Waterlocke has started. The Waterlocke has started. We're going to go say goodbye to our mum, because probably should do that. Probably should say goodbye to our mum. So hello mum, bye mum. Yeah. So we've started our Waterlocks officially start. Oh, mum, I've just been to see you. Yes, I introduced myself to Professor Birch. Yes, I have an adorable Pokemon. Yes, I'm just like my dad, okay? I can't help it. So, yeah. Mum's just telling me I can go home whenever I want, but I don't have to. I can just get out there into the wild world of monsters that will attack you the second you step in grass. Like, imagine how terrifying going to the park would be if you're like 9 and not allowed a Pokemon because you're not 10 yet. Oh, everybody's just getting in the way. We've got Pokenav Plus. Yeah. Can I? Apparently May's going to go catch some Pokemon too. Hopefully not some no grass type, no electric type. You know, nothing that's going to cause us as water types problems. See that right there? There's a tail sticking out. There's a Pokemon hiding there. You don't say. It might be that same Pokemon that just tried to murder your dad. And if you look here, you can check your Dex Nav. Alright, if it looks like that Pokemon knows a pretty rare move too. This is why I'm not going to read everything as well, because as soon as I'm reading out loud, not in my head, moron. Absolute moron. Can't tell what word is what. And I promise you, English was one of my strong points in school. But as soon as I'm reading it out loud, no clue. Okay, so May wants us to sneak on over to this little jiggly Pokemon that we won't be able to catch. That even if we were able to catch it wouldn't count as our encounter because it's a forced encounter. It's a Poochyena. It's probably going to know Thunder Fang or some other type of move that's going to absolutely annihilate us. Hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, it knows a special move, and the possibility is that's fire. Oh, it's just boosting its attack. Terrifying. Terrifying. Don't. Fire Fang. Who cares? No damage. 2 damage with boosted attack. Get out of here, you scrub. Go away. Okay, so that was a pretty easy fight. That could have gone badly. We're going to leave May there. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to heal up that 2 damage. You know, we need to get rid of that 2 damage. We can't no weakness. All strength, no weakness. We're going to heal up that 2 damage. Then we're going to head on up to Route 103 and hopefully encounter our first water type Pokemon to join our team. There is a water type up on that route, which is exciting so early on because there's not going to be too many early in the game. I can only think of 3 water types in the first portion of the game, and 2 of them are on the same route, so we'll only be able to get 1. Let's buy 5 of those, and let's buy a couple of antidotes just in case. I don't think we're going to have to worry about poison too much, but we'll get them just in case because there'll be nothing worse than just losing a Pokemon to residual damage. I don't think they can die from poison just while walking around anymore outside of battle, but I think they can drop to 1 HP, which is not what we want. So our first encounter wasn't our water type. But as I was saying, yeah, there's going to be very few water types available early in the game. There is 2 on the next route that we're going to go to after this, but I'll only be able to capture 1 of them. One of them is a very rare chance to find. One of them is a less rare chance to find, as we bump into a Zigzagoon that we can't catch because it's not a water type, even though it can learn Surf. Or maybe Zigzagoon can't, but its evolution can learn Surf. But that doesn't help us in any way. There are going to be times where I may have to catch a HM Slave. I haven't really put too much thought into that yet, but if I do, it will never be used in battle. It will literally be used for HMs and then immediately boxed again. So we're going to go for a few more encounters before I call time on this episode. But if we don't catch it in this one, I'll definitely be back to catch it in the next. I didn't realise it had maybe such a low encounter rate. I thought it was higher because when you see what Pokemon it is, you're going to realise that you've probably bumped into them non-stop whenever you've played this game. So fingers crossed it's this one. No. Another Poochyena. But we just wrecked Poochyena. I'm not gonna... Oh, let's kill this one. For luck. Let's finish this one for luck. We should probably be using our... Oh, that did... Oh, it's level 2 though. Yeah, so don't forget to leave a comment down below. Rip trade me if you want to have a chance of receiving any of my fainted Pokemon at the end of the run. I haven't decided if I'll be trading away if I complete the run, get the Pokemon into the Pokemon League Hall of Fame. I haven't decided if I'll be putting them in my Pokemon bank as a trophy for myself. Because that's quite a big deal. If I finish my first recorded YouTube Nuzlocke, I may want to probably keep the team, but I haven't decided fully yet. There's a possibility that I may trade away those guys to viewers as well, but I haven't completely decided that. But we'll talk about that more as the run goes on, because I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. I may not even complete this run. I may get wiped out Gym 1. I seriously doubt it, but I may. So we're going to call this the last encounter. Yeah, another Zigzagoon. But I assure you there is a water type here. And when we come back, we'll encounter that. Have faith. Have faith. But thanks for joining me, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next episode.